Welcome to my garden this week. Now, Rob claims that he's home trying to find more room for his cuttings in the basement and the house, but I think he might be in his pajamas binge watching shows. But you know what? Well deserved. Now here, you can bet I'm already thinking about spring. Surprisingly or not, I went a little bonkers with my bulb buying this year, so I've got hundreds of bulbs to plant, and now is the time. As long as the soil is workable, meaning it's not frozen, you have plenty of time to get your bulbs in the ground. And I'm going to show you two different ways that I plant mine. I reworked several of my perennial beds this year, and I'm missing spring color, so I'm going to add a big splash with tulips, daffodils, and hyacinth. And these three types of bulbs should be planted bouquet style. Dig a good-sized hole to the depth recommended on the package and plant 5 bulbs in each hole. This will produce a much more captivating display. Add bulb food and water everything thoroughly. Whatever you do, don't plant one bulb at a time with those blasted carpal tunnel-inducing bulb planters. Don't just line your bulbs up like soldiers. They bloom all by themselves and look lonely. If you're going to plant minor bulbs like crocus or grape hyacinth, all you need is a dandelion digger or a garden knife. And all you have to do is work that into the soil about 3 inches. Take your bulb, and let me say, so that you plant the bulbs correctly, it's pointy side up, and you just pop it in the hole. It's that easy. Another way to plant your bulbs is in plastic pots. My friend Carmen and I are going to try this method this year because we want to expand our personal cutting gardens. And this way, we have some room to experiment and not use up valuable garden space. This is also a perfect method to add color to your spring patio pots. Fill each pot halfway with potting soil and place the bulbs close together. In this pot, I've put in 7, pretty tight. Fill the pot up with more soil, add a little bulb food. If necessary, make sure you label it and then water them thoroughly. Now, where does the pot spend the winter? It cannot be just outside exposed to the freezing and thawing of our winters. That will ruin the bulb. Rob keeps all of his in the root cellar in his basement, but you can also use your shed or garage. You can also bury the pots in a trough, or what I do, bury them in my raised beds. When their green noses start to emerge, it will be time to move them into warmer location to enjoy for the spring. This method is also a great project to do for kids, and in the spring, they'll have their own little pot of spring bulbs.